Look at you, lovely lot, all waiting for me to come on live. You're so sweet. Just going to try and set up my other device. I always seem to have to rub my nose when I get online. It gets itchy. That and when I'm cleaning. What's with that? When I put on a pair of rubber gloves and I'm like cleaning the bathroom, my nose gets itchy. Anyway, welcome. Nice to see you. Just thought I'd share that information with you. Right. Nice to see you. Here we are. Let's skip the old ads. So the ads are there because it means that if people actually watch the adverts, it tots up and I get a little bit of money for, so it's quite good really. So do, if you've got a moment, just see the ads through. Okay, it's not a lot, it's pennies, but you know what the pennies make, don't you? Add up to the pounds. So nice to see you all. Thank you. Welcome if you're new to my channel. My name's Esther and you've landed on the Stampin Star Creations page, or channel I should say. Okay, so tonight we're going to mix 2 stamp sets. Not sure what colours I'm going to do, and it's based on a card I recently made for somebody special, for a special achievement. So I've not posted out the photograph yet, because I was waiting for this person to get it and I know they've got it. And then I thought, right, I'm going to use the idea and recreate something similar tonight. I might use different colours. I might go a bit more wacky. Who knows? If you want some, actually, I was going to ask for some colour suggestions, but I put together today Pale Papaya, was it Pool Party, and black. And that was quite a cool colour combination. That and black. So we could do this combination. We could do another one. Depends how we all feel. I had gammon for my tea tonight, so I'm quite thirsty. I don't think I've ever cooked gammon before, you know. I think it was my first time cooking gammon. I find it a little bit salty. I prefer it when it's like, is it like ham shank? But it wasn't. It was like a proper gammon. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Linda and Anne and Lisa and Vicky, good morning, and Valerie. Oh, it's just skipped. I was just saying hello and it skipped. And Shaz, hi Rosie, Janice and Jackie, Joanna, Rosie, Karen, Heidi, hi, and Chris. Wow. Some familiar faces in the house. That's nice. Okay, in fact, I was going to trim this down, but I won't because I don't know actually what I'm doing. Cutting it. Cutting it. Cutting sauce is my absolute favourite meal ever, says Shaz. My husband likes gammon. And we had some leftover gravy and I did some just chips, eggs, you know, like ham, eggs and some peas. So yeah, that was my dinner. So do you know what? Let's do this. I'm keeping it simple. I always get to this time and I'm like, what shall I do? Should I do this or I do that? Oh, and then I go, oh, well, I'll just do this. So let's start. I'm going to do a sort of mandala style pattern. Deborah! She says, Esther! So I'm just replying how she's writing. Hey, Jackie. The other Jackie. 2 Jackies in the house. We're going to start, okay? We're going to start, and I've already got a smudge on my finger. I'm going to aim, roughly, for the centre, because that's how I roll. I just, aim. We aim and fire. So I'm making that a focal point and then going to work around it. So then what I did, and you kind of just lay it down and see where the pattern takes you. And because these are photopolymer stamps, you can bend them and twist them how you want. So I'm going to do something a bit different and have them touching. Instead of having a rainbow, like the set, I'm going to have them tucked in like this, I've decided. And I'm going to keep it fairly symmetrical. So I'm going to come out a touch. And I think I'm just going to follow. What shall I do? Let's just follow. Ooh, misstamped already. Never mind. I was a bit too hasty. I'm going to follow the pattern of the petals on this flower. Roughly. There we go. So that's really bothering me, but then see if I can just sort of overstamp it a little bit, make it a little bit less obvious, you know. Then we're going to come back and we're going to fill in the details afterwards. So at the moment we're just concentrating on the larger picture. So then I'm going to bring another hoop in, hoop de loop. And I want it closed but not as close. So I'm going to have it sort of like a horseshoe shape. And I think what I'll do is I'll concentrate the black with the floral. So anything that's not a floral, anything that's the rainbow stamp set, I'm going to use the colours. I hope I'm making lots and lots of sense. You'll see. Just keep watching along. Might have to stand up for this so I can see what I'm doing. Who's late? Hello, Ellie, you're late. Do you have a note? Says Heidi. I just think better late than never, you know. So, as you see, don't worry too much about symmetry. We're doing it so it matches, but I'm not doing it symmetrical, if that makes sense, because without doing it on like a stamparatus. Oh, Jackie says I'm making loads of sense. Thanks, Jackie. You can join my club. Sometimes I talk and I waffle and I'm like, am I actually making any sense to anybody other than myself? I'm just trying to get you focused in such a way. Okay, this is the point where I'm like, okay, I need to come back and fill in a bit. This one's calling me. How about it? Yes, let's do it. So just see where your shapes take you. It's saying, tuck me in there. Can you not hear it? Listen. You're going to think I'm all crazy. Crazy. Hello and welcome to Paula. Nice to see you. You like me waffling? Waffles are great, says Ellie. It makes sense to you. I'm glad I'm making sense to somebody out there. You know, visuals are video because I'm visually doing stuff, so I don't need to explain everything to you. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Okay, I like it so far. Now, before we go any further, I want to maybe. Leaf is too big. Maybe a heart, possibly a heart shape, possibly not. Possibly. Or we do have smaller. Oh, this one. We could do that one. I don't like going too far without doing the details. You can always come back again afterwards, but I like to just. I'm a bit of a visual person, so I like to do it as I go rather than do it all at the end. Hello, Joanna. Hello, Cindy. Loving the pop of black. Good. Instead of a note, I'll just admit I forgot it was still Tuesday. Do you know what? I'm a bit out of sorts this week. I think I've had a bit of a different sort of week. And my eldest has been a little bit poorly. He's a lot better today. And so it's been strange because he's been at home. And I've had to pop back to town today to return some clothes to the charity shop because they shut their, what do you call it? the changing room. So I couldn't try the clothes, bring them home and try them on. And some of them didn't fit. Some trousers I'm wearing today fit, which is always good news. Just seeing what I'm going to do here. More rainbows, anybody? Yes, let's do more rainbows. We're going to go bigger and bigger. I quite like this one, maybe stretching across the two. Let's get a big block. So that could probably stay as it is. Let's just... Okay, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. Stretch, stretch. Okay, hearts between the blue petals. That's stretched too much. Yes, we can do that, but I'm just going to add some more. Let's add some more colour, more petals. See where it takes us. It reminds me of something, maybe like folk art or something, but like an alternative to folk art. Now, don't worry about stamping off the page. That's just the nature of the design. But do re-stamp, re-ink rather, because you don't want to get a, I don't know what I'm saying, you want to still have ink on there for when you come to do your next part of the design. So this broadcast is shareable. I appreciate it being shared out because it shows that you're sharing the love, and it just helps my reach. I can't do it by myself, basically. I need you to help me. And if you think this is different and unique and you know somebody that might enjoy watching, there are various platforms in which you can do that. Now, like I said, look, this is very different. It's overlapped, but I'm not fussed about that because it's about the overall design. Okay. Welcome, Patricia. Is this your first time today, or have you been with us before? And then this one's calling me. Ooh, what about a design? Ooh. Don't know. I just thought this one might look good. I wonder about stamping that in black. I'm going against my own rules here, but that's okay. Rules are there to be broken in crafting sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. Just have a little. Oh, reminds you of Orla Keeley or Orla Kelly. Orla Kylie, I think you pronounce it. Oh, Cindy, you're tired today, lying here watching the rain as I fall asleep. Good night, Cindy. Rest well. Oh, it's Patricia's first time, everybody. I'll just spat everywhere then. Please, a warm welcome to Patricia all the way from Rushford in New York. Sorry, New York. Shouldn't be rude, should I? New York, New York. I've got family in... is she still there? My auntie and uncle? Or they, I should say. Yep, New York. Oh, thank you. Patricia says this is unique and gorgeous. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm tempted to... tempted to do lots of things, me. Tempting. I think this little flower in there would look rather cool. It's a good job I got millions of blocks, isn't it? It's only 6 AM in Australia. I've gone to a whisper voice because it's the morning. I like this is one piece. So what tends to happen with these stamped sheets, sometimes known as one-sheet wonders, is they're there to be cut down. They're not there to be presented as one big piece. But yes, we shall see, we shall see. Could tuck some little hearts in. But we'll leave that for now. Let's have a look. I've got these leaves. Could do something with those, possibly. Could do something with... I wonder if these will bend together a bit more. Yes, tempted to do something with these, or I could do that. Tuck them in there. Let's give that a go. Let's do some tucking. Nip and tuck. Nip it in, tuck it in. It's a first, ladies and gents. Okay. Did I want to go that wide? Stick them down first. There we go. This is blowing my mind. I wish I could think like this, says Shaz. I love this so much now. I wish I had the rainbow set, says Heidi. You guys, you've got to think of it as shapes rather than as this is a leaf, this is a flower, and this is a rainbow arch. No, 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 my friends, it's not. It's more than that. I will fill in that gap, but I've just done a really nice inking on that, so I'm like, I'm not going to waste my ink. Just do a little tuck in there. Hello, Miss Maureen. So, if it helps, turn the paper instead. So this colour combination came about because I had these colour card stock out on my floor this afternoon, and that's happened to me before, where you know, when things are just laying around and you've not put them away yet, you suddenly have this combination that you would have never have thought of before. But suddenly when it's grouped together, you're like, oh, that's unusual. I wouldn't have necessarily chosen that. Oh, Shaz, thank you so much for my super chat. It's very kind of you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so you suddenly see these colour combinations that you might not have ever have dreamt of before or put together. So, you know, sort of finding discoveries in not accidents, but you know what I'm saying. Don't have to explain myself. Oh dear. Good, so that ties in nicely with the loop de loops. And then we need a bit more blue in the house. So let's do that, see what we've got. I don't want the words, so we'll leave that. Let's use this medium one. And no, let's not, because it's not going to help me. Where's the biggest? There you are. I'm wondering how far this will stretch. Let's have a look. It's going to... Oh, Joanna, you're so kind. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so kind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just one way in which you can support me is to send a super chat. You need to move camera up. You're particularly out of camera. Thank you, Deborah, for keeping tracks on me. Is that better? I'm going to leave it in that position so that you can see. So another way is just, you know, leave me a comment afterwards or hit the like button. Right, I'm going to scrap that idea as well, and I'm going to come back with this. Am I? Can you tell that I'm making it up as I go along? Let's do another loop the loop with this medium size one. I'm going to make little circles, I think. I'm going to just stretch it to be a bit more overly. There we go, it's better. yeah, free thumbs up. You know, I do this in my own time and I love doing it, and that's why I do it. But, you know, it's my time that I take to share it with you. So it's always nice when I get some feedback or some comments or a free thumbs up. So coming in with the loop-de-loops. You know, and with photopolymer stamps, that's the clear ones, if you're wondering what I meant by photopolymer. They are clear and they are bendy. So I'm just wondering if I should do more loop-de-loops. Let's do this. Somebody's watching at work. Hi from Canada. Just got unlimited internet so you can binge watch Mary. Long time no see. Nice to have you with us. How are you? And it's so nice because there's such a nice sense of community. Now you might have think that I've ruined it now with these, but just bear with me. You're not finished yet. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not finished yet. I want to maybe connect them. Maybe more blue. I think if I added orange in at this stage, it might look a bit odd. Cindy's watching at work. Well, don't let me distract you from your work, Miss Cindy. Yeah, look, I'm just going to do it because I can. Let's just, don't overthink, you know. We're here, we're doing the loop-de-loop. But wait, there's more. Exactly, Cindy. One of my many phrases that I forget to say. I like to think I have sayings and then I forget what they are. And then every so often they'll like come up again. I'm like, yes, I used to say that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But wait, there's more. Okay, there is more. I'm not done yet. So we've really reached the corners now, which is exciting. Okay. Sip of tea. Mary, have you been on my live before? I know you're very good at commenting, but have you ever been on a live before, Mary? I'm thinking about these leaves, possibly, or go big or go home. Wondering about these bad boys here. Or is it too big? Maybe too big. Let's have a look. Could use this smaller one. Yep. What an adorable alternative use. Hi, Misty. Thank you, Misty. So I've not stamped. Oh no, tell a lie. I have done some stamping today. Have I? Have I done any stamping today? Not much. I was getting stamping withdrawal symptoms. It's almost 4:30 here, north of Toronto. Very creative, says Chris. Thank you. Chris, is this your first live with me, or have you been before? I know I see you in person, but that's different. I think technically that's a little bit of a one as well there. That might get chopped off actually by the time I'm finished, but there we go. And then I wonder about these little cute flowers in here, or where is that? Could echo that with that one. No, I just think it's too big. So we're going to come back to this one. And we could go down here. Your second time. Wow. let's welcome Chris, everybody, to her second live. I started to point at the screen to indicate which one I thought might be next. I know, I felt like I might have tricked you, those who are watching, because I did jump, didn't I? I jumped from there right over there, and I thought, oh, I got to keep you on your toes, you know. Got to keep you on your toes. Now, this is the point where you can stand back and take a look, and I do want to add more in here. I wouldn't mind possibly. I wasn't going to go here. I hadn't finished up there, but I'm just thinking about these flowers here. Why not? We've got all the blocks out. We might as well get some more out. So this in Symmetry set is not carrying over to the next catalogue. Oh, what's happened there and there then? Oh, what on earth has happened there? So I can do these ones. I've gone and landed on a different spot. That's the thing with it being non-symmetrical. It's thrown me. Oh well, just carry on. Okay, technically it might not have been there, but you know, at first it looked like another, but now a kaleidoscope. Either or, love it, says Cindy Fox Taylor. Okay, I want to maybe come back. I'm not ignoring that, but I keep getting distracted, so I'm going to do some little hearts. While I remember, I'm doing bits while I see them. So it's sort of symmetrical, but it's not. So it's handmade symmetry, so it's not going to be symmetrical. I deliberately didn't want to do it in like a stamparatus because the idea of this is you enjoy the process of stamping in the free form of how it will look and not worry about how it will turn out. Now I like that because that's kind of closed that gap a bit. I'm wondering whether to do some in here on each of these points. So it's about repeat pattern rather than symmetry. Some of you might be squirming in your chairs going, oh, I can't stand the fact it's not symmetrical. So this is where you can start closing in with the use of the black. See, I'm tempted now just to carry on this cute heart design around I should have maybe gone the opposite direction. Too late. Too late. Got distracted. Started stamping. But that would have been nice to have gone in the opposite direction. Okay. So still back to these bits here. I don't think I want a heart in there. Might want another one in. No. Okay, I've got to remember actually that, oops, there's my cards on the floor. I got these little ones in here as well. So we've got these rain lines we could use. That'd be fun. And we've got the little teardrop or the raindrops. We've got the little mini hearts as well. So I quite like the idea of the rain, I think. So I might just draw you in a touch. Okay, too much. Might just be easy if I lower the camera. There we go. I think what I see in my screen is always different to what you can actually see. So, okay, let's bring in these rain lines. They're cute. So it's amazing what the colour as black can do. You know, I think sometimes we shy away from black because we find it too harsh, but use it to your advantage. Deborah, did I keep you on your toes just then? I skipped. Did you see that? Okay, so that goes with these sort of lines, sort of. Okay, any more for any more, as they say. What would be cute is to put some hearts in there, maybe. Might be too much, but do you know what? The whole thing is too much already. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, if you're going to do it, you might as well, you know. Oh, welcome, Mary. Hi, I am Tilsonburg, Ontario. I've never heard of Tilsonburg. I've heard of Ontario. Can you tell me how you do them so beautiful? Oh, thank you, Mary Jane. Welcome. Nice to see you. I know I'm messing with Deborah's head. Well, I got this whole idea of just stamping all over one sheet is not my original idea. I definitely give credit to my dear sister Ruth at Artful Stampin. If you've not come across her, do check her out, and I think she's hoping to do a video later tonight. So she kind of introduced me to this idea of just stamping over a whole sheet and stamping a pattern, and then you can chop it up. But this is kind of my idea of this particular way of stamping. Oh, Claire's late. I hope you've got a good excuse, young lady. That's okay. She says, this is beautiful. Thank you, Claire. I'm kind of pleased I went with the one sheet wonder now, Claire. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking I could do with some little somethings. I'm just going to keep going if that's all right, guys. You're in for the long haul, did you know that? Because this is now at the point where you've done all your big patterns, and this is where we look at how we're going to just make it, add finishing touches, the finishing finesses, and make it something, make it just complete the look. So I'm going to come in where the leaves are. You're overlapping, because, you know, a hand something will, if it wouldn't be, what's the word? Perfect. Esther, the dots are like eyes and mouth. I see faces now. Oh, my screen's just gone really glitchy. I hope it's not glitched on where you are. Holy smokes, this is amazing, Esther. Thanks, Ginny. Karen's loving this. Oh, Claire was dealing with the child. Hello from the USA. Ruth is how I found you, Esther. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. I can't wait to learn new stamping ideas with you as well. Ah, please welcome Michelle, everybody. I think it might be your first time. Wow, that's 2 hours. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Esther, this is absolutely fabulous. And can you believe it? I'm watching you live finally. So good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. And I've got your email, by the way, so thank you. Right. Any more for any more? Do you know what? I'm tempted to stamp into these corners, but I don't know if they'll get chopped off. But it doesn't matter, because we can still stamp in them right now, because I can see them. And even if we did chop it, there will still be elements that you might see. So I know it went blurry for a bit. I think YouTube couldn't cope with all the pattern in its face. It was a bit like, whoa, in your face. And I have a smudge in this particular left corner here, which you now won't be able to see. And even the little natural smudges, it's all part of it. Well, there you go. It's Michelle's first time. Please welcome Michelle, everybody. Okay. Oh, you hate spelling people's names wrong. Easily done. I do it all the time, especially with typos. But I am wondering whether Got a little bit of voltage. Might have to add some little dots because there's gaps. And I could do blue, but I think it would look out of turn. So the best thing to do in this situation, get yourself a bit of plastic, which happens to be the plastic from the stamps. I'm going to stamp onto the plastic in a smudgy sort of way. Audition the black. Yes, I think the little black dots will look a bit better than the blue, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to wipe that off before it smudges my work. So I just tuck it behind in my case. There we go. Right. Oh, I laid down my stamp and they're still getting smudges. Okay, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Do 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 do. Oh, you left my nails a little bit chippy. I've been doing some housework this week on Monday, and I couldn't be bothered to put an undercoat on it this time, whereas normally I would put an undercoat on and a top coat, but it didn't. So just looking again, looking. I think that is it. Step away from the design. You're loving the colours. Bright and beautiful and bold with rainbows. We can go muted. So that was Pool Party, Pale Papaya and Memento Black ink. And the two stamp sets I used today were in Symmetry and Rainbow of Happiness, which are not carrying over to the main catalogue. So these products are from a company called Stampin Up, which I'm a demonstrator for, so I get to use and buy and sell the products as well as have my own team, and we're like a little family. And so Stampin Up bring out a catalogue every year, and we've just seen the new catalogue coming out in May. And so in order to make way for new things, it means that some things have to step aside, and these aren't in the new catalogue. So just saying, if you want it, you'll have to shop for it. So if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can shop with me at stampinstarcreations.co.uk, and Vicky has kindly put in my details. Ruth and I are doing a class with bows and blossoms. I finally got used to saying bows rather than bows. Is it bows? No, it's bows. Bows and blossoms. So if you want to know more about the class, then do contact me about that. So if you've already got this set, you can still have access to the videos. You just got to pay for it, basically. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm going to leave, ladies and gents, because I'm going to want to take a proper photograph of it first. A proper photo, not just a quick snapshot. Take a photo of it first, and then we can think about how we chop it up. So how can you chop it? You can chop it into fours, straight like that. You might be able to, I can see you poking your head in. I've got a tea, thank you. Okay. You might be able to chop it into like 6 small squares. That might be nice. Bear with. Somewhere in here I've got some templates. Now this would be interesting if I chopped it into 6, so everybody gets a small piece. So that could work, because it's quite a heavy patterned paper. That could work if I chopped into 6. But for tonight, I'm going to leave it there. That's for another. That's another night. Chris is putting her coffee order in. Have to jump for a work call. Good to see you, Janine. No worries. Okay, short and sweet tonight, guys, and maybe Ruth might be ready in a minute, so I might see you over there. I'm going to tidy up my desk. It's not too bad, not too bad. Just lots of blocks out on my table. So thank you for joining me. I hope you are inspired and enjoyed what you saw tonight. If you are and you're on Facebook, then please do share your makes with me at SSC Inspired and Shared. And think that's all for now, folks. I'm not around next Tuesday, but I will try and get myself organised to schedule a video or two. There's a really quick video I've got, which I could probably do instead of my Facebook, and then I will try and schedule a video for the same time, for my usual time that'll be on, and I'll premiere it. So I can't promise that I'll be there to chat, but if you are, please go ahead and just explain to people. I'm not doing a live tonight, but you know, blah blah blah. Okay. Without the blah 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 bit. Nice to see you all. Mwah. Lots of love. Take care of yourselves, particularly those who might be poorly or looking after loved ones, or that kind of thing. Goodo. Take care, and you can leave me a comment afterwards. You can let me know what you think it looks like, or what you can see in the picture, in the sheet. All right. See you guys. Bye.